Hello everybody, welcome back to PQ Sports Network. Face up tonight, or this afternoon, is the Bemidji Peewee AA versus Thief River Falls Single A. Played at the Sanford Center. Here we go, starting lineups for your Bemidji Lumberjacks. In net, number 35, Sam Alamano. On the right side of defense, we got James, and left side is Kelvin. Left wing, Willie, center, Nick, and right wing, Levi. Here's a puck drop to get it underway. Here comes Kelvin up the left side. He's going to dump that down, blocked down by Thief River. Here's Calvin battling for it on the red line. Here comes Brink. Thought he had it. Here comes Thief River. The right side, going behind the net. Gonna drop it back to the D. D, shot. Saved by Almano. Here comes Willie getting tripped up the side. Here's Kelvin. Kelvin is gonna rim it around. Tried to give it to James as here comes Thief River. Nick hits it behind the net. Thief River, no icing. There's Levi. He gets picked off. Here's Levi in the feet. Here comes Thief River, up the right side. Dumping it down. As James comes to retrieve it. James gonna chip that to the right side for Kelvin. Kelvin up to Levi. Levi gonna go over. Oh, just got messed up as here's Tegan's gonna dump it down. Thief River is gonna pick it up behind their own net. Looking. Thief River up the passes it up to the left side. They're gonna bank it off the boards. Here comes Conrad. Conrad trying to get it. Can't. Here's Thief River behind the Lumberjacks net. No icing. Their goalie plays it. Thief River up the right side. Tegan's gonna stop it and that will be offsides. Puck is dropped. Here comes Thief River. They're going to chip it up the right side. Here comes Thief River on the right side. They're going to drop it back. Here comes Easton. Behind the net we have Riker. Riker trying to battle for it. He's going to try to get it out. Here goes Easton. Easton over to Ryder. Here comes Easton. Over to Ryder. Ryder's gonna dump it down, go for the change. Here's Thief River. They're gonna chip it up the right side. Here's Kelvin, gonna dump it down. Here comes Thief River up the left side. Willie trying to go for it. Comes Thief River up the right side. Gonna pass that over to the center. Here comes Nick. Nick gives it to Willie on the right side. Here comes Levi. Comes Kelvin. Up the left side. Gonna drop it back. Willie. He got picked off. Here comes Thief River on the right side. No icing. James giving him some bumps. Here's James behind his own net. He's gonna give it right up into the middle. Here's Calvin. Left corner. There goes Willie up the left side. So he gets picked off. Here comes Thief River's gonna dump it down, and that will be icing. Icing comes to the left side of Thief River's goalie. Puck is dropped. Thief River wins. They're going to rim it around the board. To the right side. Riker. Get it over to Conrad. Conrad. Gives it up to Levi. Levi on the right side. Trying to do something with it. Here comes Levi. Just got it picked off in the middle. Here comes Thief River on the right side. Thief River behind their own net. They're going to dump it over to the right side. Tried to chip it up. Conrad banks it off the boards, trying to get it to Levi. That's going to be an icing. Face off right side of Alamano. Thief River wins. Ooh, right defense goes for the clap bomb. Just whiffed it. Thief River. And jump it over into the right corner. Ooh, Kelvin with a big hit. It's Grant. He's going to give it up to Tegan. Tegan's going to chip it down on the red line. Here comes Thief River. Thief River over to the other. Onto the right side. Here they go. Here comes James. On the right side. Here's James. Coming in. Shot! Just missed wide. It's going to rim around the boards. Grant Stay is going to keep it in. Here's Kelvin. Kelvin. Give that to Grant. Grant. That's Thief River in the right corner. They're going to bring it up the right side. As they're going to dump it down for Conrad to collect. Conrad. Going to rim it around the boards to Levi. Levi. Over to Nick. Nick. Battling. Here comes Conrad. Oh, loses control. I think Thief River didn't get a good shot on. Ooh. Here comes Nick. Nick. Losing control. Gives that back to Riker. Riker. He's going to dump it down. Nick's going to go for it, but Thief River comes out. Here comes Willie. Willie. Right corner. Comes Riker. Shot. Just missed wide. Comes James. James. Over to the middle. Willie. Shot. And a goal! Shot and a goal for the Lumberjacks as they go up 1-0. 7 minutes and 15 seconds in. Draws one by Nick. Here's Kelvin. He's going to the left corner with it. The left side as here comes Thief River. Thief River behind the net. Head up. Oh, tried to give it to the right D. Just wide. Here comes Levi. Pressure. Tegan doesn't know where it is. Ooh. Levi does. Shot! Goal! 35 seconds from the other one as Levi scores right corner on the backhand to give Bemidji the 2-goal lead. Grant to stay on the draw. Gonna win it. Here comes James. Up the right side. He's gonna take it. Some little fancy footwork. Corner. Comes James. James is gonna dump it down for Tegan. Tegan can't get it on his tape as here comes Thief River trying to bank it off. Give it to one of their wings. This is gonna be offsides for Bemidji. Face-offs in Bemidji's offsides. The drop. Thief River is going to come out with it. Thief River on the left side. They're going to take it on the right side. Trying to bring it in as the Riker is going to try to pick them off, but they come out with it again. It's Thief River in the corner. They're going to pass it over. Right side. Shot, saved by Alamano! Oh my gosh! What a save by Sam Alamano! Here's Steve River on the right side. What an amazing save by Alamano. So here comes Willie with the pressure on the right side. And Steve River coming out with it. Shot, saved by Alamano. Tip. It's going to be a high stick on Bemidji. Oh my, what a save by Alamano. It was crazy. Face off right side of Alamano. It's like Grant won it. Comes Easton. Trying to bring it up. Can't. James behind his own net. He's gonna get checked down by Thief River as here comes Ryder Stay. Ryder, the right side. Gives it to James. James trying to do a toe drag around someone as he gets picked off. Comes Thief River. Here comes James picking him off. Here comes James on the left side. Looks to skate it in. So he's gonna dump it. Comes Thief River on the right side. So they're gonna dump it down. No ice. James behind his own net. Tries to give it to Ryder Stay as he can't get there. Shot by Thief River. Saved by Alamano. Here comes Easton. Easton trying to chip it up. Here comes Thief River on the left side. Levi on the right side. Go over to the left. In the corner. Here's Willie behind. He's going to get picked off by Thief River. Riker. He's going to just give it up to Thief River. Thief River trying to go to the right side. Can't. Thief River over into the middle. They're going to go through two. Going to hit the toe of the skate of Baki. Here comes Nick. Nick gives it over to Levi. Levi. Shot. Just missed wide. Here's Nick. Shot. Blocked down by Thief River. Here comes Thief River. Up the middle. Shot. Right over the net. Here's Thief River on the right side. They're going to get picked off by Willie. Willie goes for the line changes. Here comes Thief River behind their own net. Here's James. James. Going to take it. Looking for a shot. Shot at the backside of the net. James. Ryder, stay. Shot. Shot off the man in front. Here comes Steve River on the right side. They're going to try to toe drag around. Calvin's going to hit him down. Here's James. To Ryder, stay. Ryder. Over to Easton. Easton. Gonna give it to Tegan. Tegan, shot! Right out in front! But you can't put it in. Here comes Ryder. He's gonna get tackled down by his own teammate. Easton does not look good down on the ice. Looks like his right side. He got hit down and then Ryder's save fell on top of him. He comes off the ice holding his side. There's going to be a face-off. Right side of Sam. Nick on the draw. He's going to lose it. Deep River on the left side. There's Conrad. He's going to try to give it away, but Deep River picks him. Comes Deep River. Shot, just missed wide. Battling for it on the left corner. Riker in the corner, battling. Deep River is going to come up with the puck. Right side. Slap shot there. There's Levi. He's going to chip it to Nick. Deep River is going to collect. Deep River for the right side. Deep River does it into the middle. Deep River in the corner. Trying to do some fancy move. Comes Willie. Deep River on the right side. Here comes James. James behind his net. He's going to give it over to Levi. Levi tried to give it to Nick. Here comes James. James up the left side. Gonna drop it back for Levi. Levi gives it to gives it right to Thief River. Comes Calvin. Calvin trying to chip it around. Ooh, Thief River. Tegan. Weak shot on net, miss wide. Here's Ryder Stay. Thief River behind the net. Ryder going for the puck. James is going to chip it. Grant, stay. Trying to shoot on. Here comes left side battle. Ryder, stay. Going to come out, or he's going to lose it. As Thief River's going to dump it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. Coming to the right side of Thief River's goalie. Lumberjacks are missing 2 players today, as Jordy Schaefer to an arm injury and Croy Fairchild to a foot injury. Comes Levi, shot just missed wide. Deep River on the left side. Comes Nick. He's going to get checked down. Here comes Steve River up the middle. Shot. Saved by Alamano. Face off left side of Alamano for Nick to take. Nick wins. Riker. Give it to Willie. Willie. Give it to Levi. Levi. Up the left side. He's going to get into a battle. Ryder. Weak shot. Nick Tried to shoot it off. Comes Steve River on the left side. Trying to cut to the middle. He's going to end up going behind. Brink is going to get hooked down, no call. Comes Willie, left side. Steve River's going to come out with it. Here comes Conrad. He's going to bank it off. Comes Steve River on the right side. Going to pass it over. Keep it on the right side. There's Nick trying to chip it out. Nick to Easton. Easton looks like he's doing better after he got checked over and then fell in on top of. It's Kelvin. Tip it over to Easton. Tried to. Here comes Steve River. Steve River tried to get it up. Here comes Steve River on the left side. Bringing it over to the right side. No shot on net. Comes Tegan's gonna shoot it out. No icing. Here comes Steve River to collect. Pass it up to the middle. Here goes Tegan's gonna get picked off in front. Steve River. It's gonna be offsides. .118 remaining in the first period. Bemidji still up 2-0. Brink on the draw. He's gonna lose. Steve River, left side. Left wing is gonna dump it down for Kelvin to grab. Or he doesn't. Comes Steve River. Left corner. Gonna bring it over to the right. Steve River's lefty shot. Weak shot. Here comes Willie. He's gonna give it over to Levi. Levi gonna dump it down. Not anymore. Gonna get picked off. Goes Levi. Still getting picked off. Here comes Steve River. 2-on-3. Comes Nick. Gonna try to chip it around someone. Battling. Right side, 20 seconds left. Gonna bring it behind the net. Check him down in the corner. Steve River to the left side, weak shot. Here comes Kelvin. 3, 2, 1. Nick Brink shot on net. Good shot for 2 seconds left. Steve River is gonna save it. We'll get you more after the short break as Bemidji is winning 2-0 going into the second period. Second period. Okay. Second period just about to start as Bemidji is winning 2-0 as we get it underway. We're gonna bring it on to the left side. Thief River's gonna keep it. Here's Kelvin. Kelvin. Over to Levi. Levi. He's gonna chip it up the right side. It's Thief River behind their net. There goes Thief River on the right side. Kelvin's gonna poke it away. Levi. He's gonna carry. Carry over to the right side. Drop it back for James. He's gonna try to give it to Levi as they get picked off. Here comes Thief River on the left side. Chop! Blocker down by Sam. Comes Levi trying to get it up. Can't. Comes Thief River right over in front. Blocked by James. James behind his net. Tried to drop it back. Here comes Levi. Levi. He's gonna try to give it to Nick. Just a little wide. Here comes Thief River. Up the left side. They're gonna carry in. Saved by Alamano as they're gonna poke it down. Is there gonna be some pushing and shoving in front as they try to poke it away from Sam? Some good pushing and shoving. You always gotta stand up for your goalie there. Drop. Thief River is going to win as they're going to bring it into their zone. No look pass. It's going to do nothing. Comes Conrad. Banks it off the glass. Tried to give it to Tegan as he couldn't get it. Comes Thief River behind their own net. Gonna chip it over. Picked off. Ryder stay. He's going to block it down. Comes Easton, tried to give it to Ryder. Couldn't. Here goes Tegan. He's in a foot race. Oh, he tried to do it! Oh, and a shot and a goal by Thief River. Bemidji got caught chasing as Conrad and Tegan were going for the same puck. Didn't end up good there. Thought one of them was going to grab it, and Thief River knew what they were going to do and just took it and ran. It's going to be a 2-1 hockey game. Bemidji with the win. It's Kelvin. Kelvin tried to give it to Levi. This is the chip. Here's Thief River, number 2 again. Here comes Nick behind his own net. Thief River. Shot blocked down by Sam. No one knows where it is. Comes James. James up the left side. Still up the left side. Gonna drop it down for Nick. Nick behind Thief River's net. It's gonna get rimmed around by Thief River. Comes Thief River, number 9 again. Give it over. Tried to give it over to 2. Can't. There goes number 2 on the left side. Behind the net. Ooh. It's going to be a dangerous hit there. Here comes Thief River in the corner. They're going to give him a little body slam. Onto Willie. Willie on the left side. Ooh. Got picked off again. Blocker down by Alamano as that should have been a hand pass there. Shot on Thief River just wide. Levi tried to give it to Willie right in front. It's going to be saved. Another good save. Goes Willie. Willie trying to give it to Nick. Took it. Here comes Thief River on the right side. Dump it in. And Thief River's number 4. Gonna hit Sam, as Levi was not happy with that. Face off left side of Sam. Comes a Riker. Bank it over to Easton. Ooh. Grant Stay is going to chip it in Thief River's bench. Another face-off left side of Alamano. Won by Grant. Here comes Easton, going to toe drag around 1. Oh, he thought he had it. Couldn't. Here comes Conrad. Up to Tegan, tried to. Comes Conrad. Tried to give it over to Grant. Thief River behind their own net. The right side. Thief River is going to take it. Number 15. 16. Be in the corner as 3 is going to dump it for Thief River. Conrad is getting hard into the corner. He's going to rip it off the left side for Tegan. Thief River's going to get in the way of that, though. Conrad. Puck skipped right over him. Here comes number 6. Oh, had a shot and then just rimmed off. Thief River. Oh, Conrad right in front with a whip. Saved by Alamano. Scary move there. Comes 12 for Thief River at the point. Beautiful shot. They don't know where it is, and it's in the net. Everyone thought Sam had it. It just squeaked out. Bemidji's gotta be disappointed in that one. They were up 2 goals. Now it is tied 6 minutes into the second period. Bemidji doesn't look too happy on the bench. Riker. Here comes Nick. Nick over to Levi. Levi. The shot just missed wide. Here comes Nick. Nick. Drop it back. Someone lost their stick for Thief River. Levi's going to get bumped off the puck. Here comes Thief River number 2. He scored their second to tie it up. Comes James. Tried to give it over to Levi's. He's going to lose control. Riker. Over to Levi's. He's going to skip off of his stick. Here comes Thief River, number 8. The corner tried to give it to the slot. Good. Here comes James. He's going to get hooked up. The refs are going to call it as the Lumberjacks are going to go on the power play. Thief River. Thief River's number 4 is going to get a 2 minutes for hooking. Face off right side of Thief River's goalie. Bemidji's first power play of the afternoon. Let's see if they can contribute. Grant Stay wins. Gives it to Ryder Stay. Ryder. Here comes Tegan on the right side. He's going to lose it. Here comes James. Giving it back to Tegan. Tegan to James. James is going to bring it in the middle. Shot! Blocked down by Thief River's goalie. They're gonna keep it in. James with another shot. Saved by Thief River right into the glove. Monzi not happy after the first line of the power play unit was out. Comes Thief River. They're gonna rim it behind their net. Comes James. Pick it off. No offsides. Comes Willie. Willie into the corner. Chip it out. Right for Levi. Shot! Hit off Thief River's goalie's arm. Comes Nick. Over to Levi. Levi. Gonna drop it to Riker. So here comes Thief River, number 2 on the right side. He's gonna carry it over to the middle. Shot! Goal saved by Alamano! Oh my gosh, as number 2 tries to go for it, as we're gonna push and shove him over. No one does that to Bemidji's goalie, or else you are going to pay. Don't want to do that, or else that will happen. 9:15 left in the second. 54 seconds left on Bemidji's power play. Nick's gonna win it. Conrad's gonna give it over to Levi. Levi. He's gonna pass that over to Willie. Willie on the left side. Overskated by Nick. Nick. Bad shot on net. Comes Willie. Out front. Saved by Thief River's goalie. Face off coming to the right side of Thief River's goalie. 34 seconds left in Bemidji's power play. Brink is going to win it. There's Tinka. Shot right on front. Here comes Nick. Nick. Going to drop it for James. James to Nick. Nick. Trying to sidestep someone. Comes Willie behind the net, trying to give it to Brink right out in the slot. 9 seconds left on the power play. 5. Here comes Conrad. He's going to chip it over. Power play's done. Comes James. In his own zone. James. Keep on stick handling. Gonna drop it back for Nick. Nick was never there. Battling on the right side. Thief River's gonna chip it out. Graham thought he had it on his backhand as here comes Thief River 2-on-1. Shot saved by Alamano. Face off left side of Alamano. The win. Or loss, actually. Thief River behind Sam's net. Thief River. Goes to the left side. Bring it behind. Thief River. Give it over to the right side. Drops it down for the right on the right side. Gonna give it right out into the slot for number 2. Couldn't happen. It was number 2. Give it out front for number 14. Couldn't make it happen. Bemidji's gonna chip it over. Comes Easton. Easton, toe dragging. Give it over to Ryder Stay. Ryder Stay shot. Blocked by Thief River's goalie. Brink overskates it as that's going to be an icing. Icing on Thief River. 6 minutes 43 left to go. Face off right side of Thief River's goalie. Brink's gonna win/lose Sam's gonna block it down. Here comes James. Over to Calvin. Calvin whiffs on his pass. Comes James. He's gonna bring it around. So there goes Nick. Nick brings it in, shot, tripped up, no call there. Deep Rivers, number 14, doesn't have his glove. Deep River behind their own net, gonna break it out. Goes number 8. Tried to toe drag around James, can't. Comes Levi. Give it a sauce over. Comes Nick. Nick to Willie. Willie's gonna get picked off as here comes Steve River on the right side. Ooh, big hit by Kelvin. That's gonna be a penalty there for a body check there. Kelvin does not look too happy going to the box. Kelvin's gonna go to the box for 2 minutes for checking. Face off left side of Alamano. Puck is dropped by Teagan. Tried to bring it up on the penalty kill. Steve River. Steve River with a shot blocked down by their own teammate. Comes Steve River. A point shot. Just blocked off. Steve River behind their own net. Give it over to the left side. Left side. Another slap shot. Blocked by Alamano. Save. Don't know where it is. It's going to pop out in front. So here comes Conrad. Conrad. He's going to dump it down as that's going to be an icing. .457 in the second left. Minute and 18 to go on the penalty kill. Face off left side of Sam. Bemidji's gonna win. So we're gonna try to tip it around the boards, can't. Deep River, right down front, brings it over to the left side. Shot, saved by Alamano. Sam's gonna push some kid out of his net. Doesn't know where it is, save! Holy! Comes Steve River. Shot, blocked down. It's gonna be a penalty on Bemidji for a trip. 2 minutes for tripping. Didn't see that one happen. Bemidji is gonna, Steve River is gonna go on the two-man power play, or two-man advantage power play. Did not see that tripping happening. As we have 2 penalties now for Bemidji. Win by Nick. Comes Conrad behind his own net. He's gonna fall over. He's gonna get tripped up, and there's no call there. Saved by Alamano. Doesn't know where it is. Covered down. One of those. It's gonna be a save by Sam. Draw. Deep River's gonna win. There's Nick with the pressure. Nick pressuring Thief River. On the right side. Blocked by Thief River. River on the right side. Shot! Lowe tried to go for the tip. Steve River in the corner, gonna give it up to the point. Drop it back, and they're gonna give it to the point. Point to point! Slap shot, save! Bemidji's gonna go one man down now. Steve River with a clap bomb, just missed the net. Minute left in the penalty kill for Bemidji. Here comes Steve River, trying to generate something. River with the shot, blocked by their own teammate, doesn't know where it is. Steve River. Over in the corner. Shot, just wide. Comes Nick. Nick's gonna get it out of his zone at least. Here comes Steve River, number 12. Tegan's gonna chip it around. It's gonna be 20 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for Bemidji. Steve River on the right side. Chip it. Steve River on the point. Bemidji full strength. Steve River on the side. Comes Levi. Trying to give it to James Can. Comes James on the right side, trying to toe drag around one of Steve River's guys. James the shot. Saved by Steve River's goalie. Bemidji not going for those garbage goals. Haven't figured that out in the year yet. Grant wins the draw. Conrad and Ryder were going for the same puck there. Comes Conrad. Conrad. Over to Riker. Riker. He's going to chip it. No one. Grant trying to cause some mischief in the corner. Here comes Easton. Trying to battle as here comes Steve River out of it. Steve River in the center. River, the shot. Saved by Sam. Minute 10 left to go in the second period as it's still tied 2-2. Bemidji's got to generate some offense now rather than later. Steve River behind the net. Gonna pass it. It's a real point. Give it down to the. Here comes Steve River on the left side. Here comes Levi! Levi! The shot just hit off Steve River's goalie's neck guard. Here comes James. He's going to try to do something good at the line. Can't. Comes Steve River on the left side. 3-on-2. Shot just wide. 30 seconds left. Here comes James. James. Here comes Willie. Willie's going to give it to Kelvin. Kelvin. Right side to Levi. Levi. Shot just off the crossbar. Levi had two good shots in a matter of seconds. Levi, he's going to get hooked up. No call there. It's James. Weak shot as there we go. As we are going to get a Zamboni. Maybe. Yes, we will get a Zamboni going into the third. Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Bemidji Lumberjacks Peewee AA hockey against Thief River Falls. Bemidji tied up 2-2 here. Hope Coach Monzi smacks some sense into them after the long break. Thief River's gonna win the draw. Here's Nick. He's gonna try to give it to Willie. Willie's gonna try to give it to Nick as it's gonna get picked off. Here comes Thief River on the left side. Left side tried to dangle around. Saved by Alamano. Comes Willie. Willie. Chip it up for James. James couldn't get a stick on it. Thief River's gonna give it up as here comes James to collect. James. Chip it over for Willie. Can't keep the puck on his stick as Thief River's gonna be offsides is the call. Face off at center ice. Oh! Nope. It's the left circle of Thief Rivers. Nope. It's actually going to be center ice. Going to be the offsides call. Here comes Tegan on the draw. He's going to lose it. Thief Rivers right wing. Here comes Conrad. He's going to chip it off the boards. Easton tried to grab it, just overskated it. Comes Thief River on the right side. Comes Conrad, lost an edge there, got right back up though. Conrad battling in the corner. He's going to try to chip it. There goes Easton into the corner. So here comes Conrad. He's going to come out with it. Ryder's going to drop it down. No ice from the tip. Thief River's going to collect it behind their own net. Thief River going to pass it up to the right side as here comes Levi. Levi on the right side. He's going to get poked away. Thief River player going to fall over. Tried to sell it for a trip. There's Calvin. Give it over to Levi. He's getting poked away. Here comes... Ah! Calvin tried to give it to James. Chipped off of Levi's skate. Here comes James. James is going to bring it over to the right side, up right in front. He tried to poke it from the goalie's glove. Thief River comes over and looks at him. What the heck are you doing by our goalie? Face-off's going to come right side of Thief River's goalie. Brink wins. Kelvin. Didn't know where it was for a second. That's going to be offsides. Played on the right. Offsides. Nick on the draw loses. Comes Nick, left side. Gonna give it to Willie. Willie. Fancy footwork as he's going to get tripped up. No call there. Here comes Levi. Levi! Tried to put it in the back of the net. Couldn't. Thief River behind the net. Willie pressuring. Thief River. We're going to try to bring it over to the middle as here comes James. James. Try to do some fancy footwork to lose a defender. Comes James. Left side. Oh, tried to give it a nice pass over to Levi. Levi. He's going to skate it. He's going to lose it in center ice as it's going to be a 2-on-1. Thief River are going to bring it back to the other side. Other side. Just missed wide on Thief River's shot. Thief River. They're going to give it right up. Here goes Easton. Easton 1-on-2. Here goes Easton. Trying to get through 2 as he's going to get tripped up. Thief River on the right side. He's going to try to cut over as that's going to be offsides. Left offsides. Point. Bemidji's going to lose the draw. Comes Riker. Riker over to Easton. Easton to Grant stay. One of Thief River's players are going to lose their edge. Comes Easton. Easton battling. Thief River's going to come out with the puck. Bringing it up right. Going to toe drag to the middle. Going to skate in for a backhand. No. As that's going to be a check. No call there. There goes Tegan. Tegan. He got tripped up. Comes Thief River. Thief River getting mad that they're losing the puck here. Here comes Levi. He's going to lose a defender. 3-on-2. Thief River shot. Just missed wide. Here comes Thief River. Battling on the right side. Here comes James. He's going to break out with it. Goes James on the left side. James. Shot just wide. Thief River's going to have it on the left side. They're going to bring it up the middle. Thief River up the middle. They're going to go over to the right side. Breakaway. Just wide. Right on front. Just missed wide again for Thief River. Thief River can't find the back of the net in this third period. As Willie's going to give it up right out in front. Thief River shot and a goal. Bemidji. Number 2 for Thief River scored that one unassisted. Bemidji gave it right out in front for Thief River just to bang one in there. That one's gotta hurt as they go down 2-3. Bemidji in the first period was up 2-0. Then they just thought they could win it all and let it die out. Thief River up the middle. Tried to get a slap shot off, blocked by Riker. Thief River gonna drop it back to the point. Here comes Tegan with pressure. Oh, Tegan thought he had it, just skated over. Comes Thief River. They're gonna bring it to the point. Shot and a goal. Thief River is just pounding our net. Looks like number 12 for Thief River, assisted by number 9. It's gotta hurt for Bemidji, as now they are losing by 2 instead of Thief River. Bemidji's gotta find some way to score and get the momentum back. Comes Conrad, he's gonna lose it. There goes Levi. Gonna toe dragger on 1. Just take it. He's gonna miss the net wide. Here's Riker. He's gonna get picked off. Here comes Willie battling in the corner. As Levi comes to help, as he's gonna lose it. Thief River up the middle. They're gonna dump it down so there's no ice. Here's Riker. He's going to give that to Willie. Willie tried to give it to Nick. He got picked off as well. Oh, here comes Thief River. 1-on-2. Blocked by Riker. Here comes Nick. He's going to poke it out. Nick to Willie. Willie. Shot. Just missed wide. Midgie's got to find the back of the net here in the third period, or else they can't win. Thief River behind their own net. We're going to take it up the right wall. Goes Kelvin. Kelvin to James. James. To Easton. Easton's going to turn on the Jets and run. Oh, right in front. Thief River goalie hasn't seen much action here in this entire game here, but still has Ryder Stay got tripped up there. Here comes Thief River up the right side. Ooh, that's going to be an interference call on Thief River. As number 8 or 9. Number 6 for Thief River is going to get a 2-minute penalty for interference. Bemidji's going to go on their first power play of the third period. Bemidji's going to lose. Thief River, they're going to rim it around the boards. Here comes Thief River on the left side. Chip it over the middle. Here comes Easton. Easton. Don't know why we have 3D. Grant stay with a shot as Thief River's goalie's going to cover this one up. 8:47 left in this third and final period. Nick is going to win. James. Get a good point shot off the post, and what a save. Comes Nick. Nick looking for options. Backhand. 5-0. Save by Thief River's goalie. Thief River's goalie woke up finally in the third period after the break. Nick. Draw. They're going to win. Comes Levi. He's going to come in. Little dangles. Easton. He's going to get picked off in the corner as Thief River's going to try to dump it. Here comes Calvin. He's going to pick up the puck. Number 2 for Thief River. Shortest kid on the team trying to fight the biggest kid on the other team. Here comes Levi. Levi gonna get poked off a little bit as Thief River's gonna dump it. Here comes James. 50 seconds left in the power play for Bemidji. Comes Calvin. Calvin gonna give it to James. James, shot! Rebound there for Bemidji. You can't find the rebounds here. Here comes James. James. 30 seconds left in the power play. He's gonna get picked up by Thief River. Here comes James. 25 seconds left. Here comes Easton. Easton. He's going to give it to Levi. 15 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Easton. Easton tried to give it to Nick as Thief River's going to dump it, and that should be it for Bemidji's power play. Here's James. Gonna give it to Ryder. Stay. Ryder tried to give it to Tegan. Here goes Easton. Easton. Left side. Gonna give it. Tried to go. Put one in the back of the net. Couldn't. Comes Easton. Easton. Blocked off. Here comes Thief River up the left side. Here comes Easton. Easton. I'll give it to Conrad. Conrad. This is going to be offsides for Bemidji. Bemidji still hasn't found the back of the net in the third period. Gotta find one. Get the momentum back. Thief River, they're going to tip it up boards. Conrad's going to poke it off, though. Here comes Nick. He's going to get tripped up. There's the penalty there. Bemidji Lumberjacks are going to go on their second power play of the third period. Number 2, 2 minutes for tripping. Faceoff's going to come right side of Thief River's goalie. It's a good way for Bemidji to score on this power play to get their momentum back. Here's Thief River. They're going to rim it around the boards. They're going to take it up the left side trying to. Here comes Nick. Oh, trying to give it over to Levi. Levi. He's got it in the corner. He's just going to drift for a little bit. Levi exploring his options. Going to rim it around for Willie. Willie can't get a stick on it. Here comes Kelvin. Kelvin. He's going to lose control of it. Here goes Kelvin. Kelvin going to try to toe drag around one. Got to play the puck there, Kelvin. Comes Levi. Levi. Levi exploring, gives it to Willie. Willie trying to get got a bad shot on net. Comes Nick. Shot just wide. He's going to fall over. That looked like a big hit. No penalty there. Here's James. Oh, he got picked off at 2-on-1. 2-on-1 for Thief River. Let him have the shot. So here goes James. 2-on-1. James and Levi. James tried to get it to Levi, as that's going to be shot off. Here comes James. It's Calvin. Calvin! Shot blocked off. Oh, Levi had a perfect rebound. Wide open net there. Couldn't. 30 seconds left on the power play for Bemidji. Thief River is going to chip it out. Here comes Levi. Can't get a shot on. He's going to run right into the boards. Here comes James trying to get it. There's Kelvin. Oh, he's going to send one person on his bum. Power play's done for Bemidji. Here comes Thief River. Gonna bring it behind the net. Get it out in front. Comes Thief River out the point shot. Kelvin's gonna keep it in his feet, as that's gonna be an icing pen. Bemidji's got to generate some offense here, especially in that second period. It's not their brightest. Same with the third. It's going to be a left play from Sam. Here comes Riker with it. It's going to get... It's going to be an icing. Face off, same place. Left side. River's got a good second and third period. Not the first period was where they were not good at. Face off left side. Just the win. Here comes Conrad. Conrad. He's gonna do some footwork in the corner. There goes Willie to pick it up. He's gonna get picked. Here comes Willie up the left side. Bemidji might be looking for a goalie pull here. 3 minutes left. Thief River shot. Saved by Sam. Doesn't know where it is. As there's gonna be some pushing and shoving in front. That number 2 guy really needs his goal today. Number 2 already got one. He wants more though. Right face-off circle for Bemidji. Bemidji's gonna win. Nick tried to take it himself. He's gonna trip. He's gonna rip it down. No icing. Thief River trying to do some fancy footwork behind their net. 2:50 left to go. River coming up the left side or right side. Gonna try to bring it into the middle. Thief River. I'm gonna get tripped up here. Thief River on the left side. I'm gonna give it to the right side. The right side, excuse me. Here comes Thief River. They're gonna get ran down by Levi. They're gonna hold him. Levi's gonna get a change. He can't get his jersey back on. Comes Thief River behind Bemidji's net. Here's Thief River. It's Conrad behind the net. Try to hit him down. It's Riker. 1:40 left to go. Comes Ryder. Got tripped up there. Here comes Thief River. There comes James. Gonna get checked down. minute 20. Bemidji gets control of this puck. Might get a little. Comes Thief River behind their net. Behind Bemidji's net. Bemidji needs to pressure this. Slap shot, can't. Here comes Grant Stay, trying to give it to Ryder Stay. Comes Thief River. Gonna see if they can bring it up in the front. It's gonna be blocked. 40 seconds left. Riker in the corner. Try to chip it up. Fell over. Thief River, they're gonna dump it down. Here comes Riker. He's gonna fall over on his bum. Comes Grant. 15 seconds left. Comes James. James! He's got to turn his Jets on and score. Need one here. We need two. As the clock will expire out of time. There you have it. Bemidji loses 4-2 to Thief River. Bemidji 2, Thief River 4. That'll do it for the PQ Sports Network. Bemidji Peewee double A. Bemidji versus Thief River single A. Thief River 4, Bemidji 2.